The famous King Nebuchadnezzar had 3 encounters with God. His name is so prominent that even in our history books in school, we hear about him or read about him, for he has built one of the wonders of the world, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar's first encounter with God is when he had this dream which Daniel interpreted for him. And he basically placed Daniel in a high position after Daniel interpreted the dream for him. This is what happened after Daniel interpreted the dream for King Nebuchadnezzar. Then King Nebuchadnezzar fell prostrate before Daniel and paid him honor, and ordered that an offering and incense be presented to him. The king said to Daniel, "Surely your God is the God of gods and the Lord of kings, and a revealer of mysteries, for you were able to reveal this mystery." After this first encounter with God through Daniel, the king has acknowledged that God is really great and high, but the king hasn't acknowledged God to be his God yet. He basically calls him the God of Daniel and the God of gods and the Lord of kings, but not my God. There is a difference there, acknowledging God and giving your life to God. The second encounter of King Nebuchadnezzar was when he threw Daniel's 3 friends into the furnace, and the 3 of them did not get burned. And he saw someone who was protecting the 3 friends in the fiery furnace. This is what King Nebuchadnezzar said. In Daniel chapter 3 verse 28, then Nebuchadnezzar said, "Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego." These are the 3 friends of Daniel, who has sent his angel and rescued his servants that trusted in him and defied the king's commands and were willing to give up their lives rather than serve or worship any god except their own God. Therefore, I decree that the people of any nation or language who say anything against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego be cut into pieces, and their houses be turned into piles of rubble. For no other God can save in this way. This was King Nebuchadnezzar's second encounter with God, but he still hasn't acknowledged him as God. The third encounter of King Nebuchadnezzar with God is when King Nebuchadnezzar was so proud and God has turned him into become an animal. An animal behave like an animal for a long period of time. He has lost his honor and many things. He has lost the most important thing, which is his mind. Because of his pride, King Nebuchadnezzar has lost his mind. And this time, when God restored his mind, then only King Nebuchadnezzar acknowledged God as his God. He says in Daniel chapter 4, at the end of that time, I, Nebuchadnezzar, raised my eyes towards heaven, and my sanity was restored. Then I praised the Most High, I honored and glorified him who lives forever. His dominion is an eternal dominion. His kingdom endures from generation to generation. Give your life to God. Accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. See you in my next video.